Hi, I'm Jordan Long here, and today I'm going to make a movie that I guess a lot of men and women would be interested in. Now, it all depends on where you come from. And when I mean where you come from, I mean it depends if you use it or not. Now, copyright and fair use are allowed to have. Now, under your allowed to have law, apparently clips, I guess, likenesses, if you're doing it to give your win, if you're making fun of it, if you're doing something that undoes the first meaning of it, then they say it's okay. Now, even though a lot of men and women have done a lot of research on this and a lot of thought has gone into it, it doesn't protect you. It doesn't keep you well. I mean to say, it doesn't keep you well from being said that you committed copyright infringement. Everyone who does allowed to use, we'll call it allowed to have, we'll call it. Since I've use as a European Italic Latin borrowed word, and fair sounds, I don't know. But anyway, if you're allowed to use, if you're allowed to have it, means that you did a lot of undos to it that made it not be made it not be the way it once was. Then it would be you're allowed to have. Now, this always will happen. And this is the point to why I don't do fair use or I don't do copyright. Is that even if you fair use something, you can get nailed with, this is copyright. You know you're using our stuff to make fun of it, to make glee of it. You know you're using our stuff to give your win, your thought, your take on it. You're not allowed. And for someone like me, who has very no, or even very not that much, does not have a lot of in-law wisdom on it, would not know how to counter claims, would not know what to put in the counter copyright claim box and how to book it. So basically would just accept it the way it is. If it was me, I would just accept that that's the way it is and move on. I wouldn't even fight it. Now, a lot of men and women out there who would fight it, the ones who win, good for them. But I know that I would not win it, since I would not know what fights to make and what fights not to make. I wouldn't say something like, well, I'm a doll, and I am making movies in a way that the community channel does, but not in the way the community channel does, since it's me and you show playing, two dolls show playing, and that I'm not using any songs, and that the only thing that I'm doing is making fun of the community channel. But it wouldn't even be that. It wouldn't have been the community channel that would have filed it. It would have been some other movie show company or four-seer show company or some song maker company would say, or wrestling business out there. Some moving show business or four-seer business or wrestling business out there that would file it, and I would just say, yeah, you're right. I guess I thought I was allowed to do it. I thought it was fair use, but I guess I was wrong, and that would be the end of it. The movie in question would have to be removed, or if it wasn't removed, it would have been removed by them anyway. I would have had a strike against me that said I was in bad standing with community guidelines, no matter how long that I was on YouTube and no matter how long I stayed on good behavior afterwards. So yeah, I'm afraid of copyright. And I don't do anything on my channel that someone could claim as copyright. That's why there's no songs. See, even if YouTube gives you songs to use and they say they're copyright free, well, you should always be wary. Always be afraid. you know, and that's why I don't do anything. And I don't have any programs that allows me anything that allows me to take likenesses, or movies or whatever you want to call them. I don't do that either. So as far as this channel ever being said that it did anything wrong with copyright, they would have to look at the name of the movie, and they would have to watch the movies, especially the ones where I, do my take on the community channel, for them even to make a fight that it was copyright infringement, And even if we'd say, okay, even if copyright, even if fair use, or you're allowed to have, is a real law. We know it's a true law. Yes, we know that. But some choose, I don't recognize that law. I don't recognize that law. To me, that law is not true. I don't recognize it. That's really what it comes down to. So I know that a lot of men and women have to be bold to allow to have, or fair use, or whatever you want to call it. You gotta be bold to do it. And I'm not bold enough to do something like that and then worry about my good standing with copyright. No thanks. So if men and women think ill of me, or think bad of me, or wrong with me for being afraid of copyright, or not doing fair use, or you're allowed to have, well, that's their own win, fought, or take. I'm Jordan Long, and I'll see you later.